Howdy, fast trackers. Daryl here. It's Sunday morning my time, and I need to do some practice. We're in lockdown. We've been caught. Sydney, Australia's been slack. We got 2 weeks. We've got to stay indoors, so I may as well do some piano practice. So I'll do it in front of you. That'll put pressure on me to really do it. I'm in a jazz band called Sax Appeal, and one of the songs, our opening song, is a piece called Celebration. It goes something like this. So I've got to practice it, see? So the whole band starts off with that. Saxophone, drums and bass. And we just do it. We count it in. 1, 2. I usually forget to do this because I used to start off this piece with a slow bit. And then I have to be reminded, usually by Samantha, the saxophone player. So with the count in. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So it's interesting, isn't it? What scale is that? Now let's have a look. Well, it's all these white notes. Oh, that's a bit loud. That was probably distorting. Sorry about that. It's all these white notes except B. B's not in it. It's B flat instead. So it gives it a sort of a Spanish sound. So we've got this. This is called the Phrygian mode, I think it's called. The Phrygian mode. Let me get it right. This is the Dorian mode. This is the Phrygian. So it's got a semitone at the start. Yeah, I think that's right. Let's see if I can play it in this key. Yes, it's the Phrygian mode, but we're starting on A. Not really sure what fingers to use for that. Run out. Anyway, there it is there. And we're doing it in octaves, so it's a little bit tricky. I'll just put on the email to see if anybody's watching, and then I can say hello to people if they're there. Yeah, so it goes. Alright, this is a piece called Celebration that a mate of mine, Don Wright, and myself wrote way back in about 1991. So it's 30 years old. And you can hear it on Spotify, actually. If you go onto Spotify, I'll just get a pen and I'll write down some information for you. It's quite an exciting little piece, if I do say so myself. The project was called Donzara, and if you can find that, I'll just click this on and see if anybody's watching. Donzara, if you go onto Spotify, and the piece is called Celebration. And you can hear the way we recorded it all those years ago. Hey, g'day Nancy, g'day Kyle. Yay, hi everybody. Yeah, we're in lockdown. I'm in lockdown, and I thought I'd do a little bit of piano practice. And I thought if I'm going to do some piano practice, I may as well do it in front of people and teach them a little bit. So this piece, Celebration, is a piece that we do in our jazz band, Sax Appeal. And I may as well run it through with you. So, to play it in octaves... Well, I think I've got that bit right. Now it does a slow bit with lots of interesting chords. And I usually have to practice this, well, definitely the day we perform. It just doesn't make sense, but I like it. So I've got to practice it. I'll try and play it now. I did it. It's pretty scary stuff because if you get a chord wrong, it's very hard to get back into it again. It's not like a 12-bar blues boogie woogie or something like that, where it's easy to slip in and slip out. It's like remembering a very complicated telephone number. So I'm going to practice it all the time. Let's quickly go through it here. The first chord is this one. You got G, G, F, B flat, and E flat. And I can remember when I first composed it, my fingers just went onto that chord, and that was it. I thought, that's a nice chord, let's write something from there. So what did I do from there? I don't even know what to call that chord. It's a F7 suspended 4 with a G in the bass. I don't know. And the next one, just do that little run there. Wow. Now this is a B flat chord with an A in the bass. You got F, B flat, D. Now I realise most of the fast trackers that watch this show do really simple boogie woogie stuff. So this is might be a little bit too up there, but it doesn't matter. You can just watch me practice and talk about it. You might pick up a thing or two. Isn't that lovely? That's a B flat chord with an A flat in the bass. So the start. G'day, James. Now we've got an E flat chord. That's an E flat chord. E flat, B flat, E flat, G. So the first three chords. Now we do this again, F, B flat, but we got a C in the bass. And we do that again. That's a B flat with a D in the bass. Now we've got an A flat maj 7. It's almost a little bit grumpy down there. If I went any lower, it'd start getting really grumpy. Okay, from the beginning. Next bit. So that's an E flat chord. Now we've got something interesting. Whoa! So that's an F chord with an A in the bass. Wow! That's a D chord, D F sharp A with a G in the bass. Now if you're just watching this, don't feel intimidated by it. God, it's a beautiful day here. We're all locked down. Yesterday was our wedding anniversary and we actually saw a whale breaching from the balcony here. It was fantastic. Okay, so let's go from the beginning down to there. Whoa! Now we move on. B flat chord, G chord with a B in the bass. Now because I'm doing this slowly and I'm teaching it to you, I've forgotten the next bit. Yeah, so a lot of it's muscle memory. I'm just going to play through it now because the main reason I'm doing this is for my practice, not so much to teach it to anybody. Here. Here we go. And that's the end of the slow introduction. That's just the saxophone playing nice and beautifully and the piano just gently underneath. And then we start up this rhythm. it's starting to sound Spanish. Hello, Kyle. You'd like to learn it? Well, you'll just have to play it a million times like me. How are you? Okay, Philip. Good on you, Philip. It's good to do this live thing at a different time. I'd say all my European friends are well and truly asleep, but my American friends are up and about still. And what time is it here? It's 10:10 in the morning, Sunday morning, here in Sydney, Australia. And if I swivel the camera around, you'll be able to see, hopefully, what a beautiful day it is out there. And the ocean's down there, the Pacific Ocean. But we're in lockdown. We're in lockdown here. We're not allowed to leave the house for 2 weeks at least, unless for essentials. And so we've got all these band rehearsals and things. Yesterday I had a huge day and no one came to the house. I had to call everything off. We're going to have a band rehearsal in the morning from 8 till 11, practicing these pieces. And then I would have had a session with a singer, singing Wendy, my friend Wendy, singing some songs. And then I had Tom, who's a songwriter. He was going to come here and I was going to produce his songs. He sits with his guitar and plays some music. And I, for 3 hours, I add the drums and all the sounds. And it's just the two of us here. None of it happened. And then I had a rapper at 4 o'clock who was going to, 5 o'clock, who was going to come in and do a rap thing. He's in his 70s and he's done these rap songs. Had to call them all off. We're all here on our own now. So getting back to Celebration, this piece I've been showing you today, it's by a group called Don Zara, which is really me and a mate of mine called Don. And it's on Spotify. And the track we're doing is Celebration, if you want to listen to it. Yeah, it's all there for nothing. Okay, so this is the main part of the song now. Gets really lively here. Okay, now what the blazes is that? I don't know. G, A and D, and then B flat, F and C. So we've got this sort of thing happening. Very Spanish. Oh, I've added a D now. Then the tune comes in and the saxophone goes. And then it jumps straight in and does it again. And repeat the whole thing. Now, I don't play the tune on the piano when the band does that. I just do this stuff. So the saxophone does that bit. But one time the saxophone player couldn't make it to a gig and I had to play the tune. Now it's hard to play a fast tune like that with the chords underneath. So it goes something like this. No, how does it go? It's almost impossible really because it's all over the place. So maybe it's just best to play the tune. So just go. Then you got to jump really fast and go. So that's the hard bit. Okay. Now in the piece somewhere there is a piano solo and a saxophone solo. So we improvise over this section. And so it's really an A minor 7 chord. And then a B flat maj 7. Might be better down an octave. Let's try down here. Little bit grumpy. Sorry about the lockdown. Oh. We should have been on top of this a long time ago. It's very disappointing. We've got 2 gigs next week, and not happening now. Not happening. So I've got to keep up my practice. And I thought I'd share it with you, as well as the normal show that I'll do tomorrow morning, my time. So, improvising. Okay, if you're going to improvise over the top of that A minor 7, you could just play the white notes. Then when you go to the B flat major 7, you can do the same thing, but you can't play B natural. That won't work. You have to play B flat. So the scale you'd use there would be so it's exactly the same, only you're using B flat instead of B natural. So first chord, A minor chord scale, just all the white notes. The next one, do it again, but this time put the B flat in there. Subtle difference. And then when you've got the whole band pumping it out, you can have fun. Okay, so that's what a little bit of fun there. Now there is one other part of this piece, Celebration by Don Zara, and that is what we call the chorus. Even though it's not, there's no singing. You go, we should go to F major, and the tune goes. Pretty simple. And the chords are F chord, now B flat chord, back to F, now C suspended 4, C suspended 4, C, D, E, F, F is the suspended 4, then you drop it, and that's it, that's the chorus. Sounds really good with the band pumping away in the background. So to do it, the way I would do it in the band wouldn't be like that. It'd be something like this. That's interesting, isn't it? That's called a tonic pedal. That's when you play the same bass note instead of changing to the B flat. I'm just sitting on the F because an F is in a B flat chord. Sounds interesting when it just sits there. That's called a tonic pedal. Here it is. Change to C chord. So there's the chorus. And that's the end. You can have a listen to it on Spotify. Celebration by Don Zara. A version I recorded 30 years ago, but the one we do in the band is a lot different because we've got a saxophone and it's not guitars. Yeah, So there you go. I'll just quickly go through the whole idea of it again. So the introduction is. Then we wait. And then we play this rather melodic, slow introduction. Then it builds. And then the chorus. You like the tonic pedal, do you, Kyle? And then the piece finishes with the main tune. And right at the very end, the whole band plays together, and I've got to play octaves, 4 octaves together, and this is not easy. Sometimes I get it right. You got to go. I'll slow it down. Nearly got it. So up to speed, when the band's going flat out, it's Now, in order for me to be able to get that fairly right, you can't look at 4 things at once. It's impossible. I look at this one and try and keep the others exactly apart like that, you know? That wasn't a very good one. Now I'm starting to think about it too much. Anyway, there you go. I hope you earned. I hope you got something out of that. I'm going to go down and fix the barbecue table now. I've got a list of jobs to do. Here we go. My little list of jobs. So I'll get on with that. I hope you got something out of that. I might do. I've got 32 pieces that we do in the band, and who knows? I might do another one if the reaction to this one's okay. You have a good evening. Okay. Send me an email if you like what you heard. And don't forget, go and have a listen to Don Zara on Spotify. That's us, me, and a mate, Don. The piece was called Celebration.